Okay, so we have video 1 with the straight techniques. Check that one out. Video 2 here, these are for our circular techniques, our across techniques with our hands and feet. And there's some techniques that are momentum techniques, not a lot of pushing power. Inside crescent kick, outside crescent kick, and hook kick are the primary ones. I can't really put my foot on for a hook kick and then try to push. I don't have the support, I don't have the proper base for that. It's going to push me away. I need the momentum of the kick to deliver what I want to deliver. If you're holding a hand target, it's fine. But if you're using one of these big guys, the crescent kicks and hook kick are not the best use. So I'm going to pretend that I have a helper with this little piece of x-ray paper. Inside crescent kick, inside edge of the foot, knock it across. Outside crescent kick, outside edge of the foot. My toes are up when I hit, sorry, do this side. Toes are up and then I carry through. Inside crescent kicks, guard is up. Outside crescent kicks, the same thing with the outside edge. Toes are up. Hook kick is the back of the heel. It's like a side kick over here, and then I pull the back of my heel through. If I can try to do it slow, S kick or hook kick. Because it hooks around and it kind of makes an S shape, sort of. Other side, same thing. Try to hit it horizontally through with the back of your heel. Pull the whole foot back, expose the back of that heel, and that's the strongest hook kick. The rest of them, the rest of our angled stuff can hit a little more solidly. Okay, if I do a chop, of course I can do it on this thing and just go through, but I can also push into it with my hips a little bit. So I'm going to do the rest down here. Crescent kick, not so strong. I can still kick it hard. There's some tricks to make it work, but it's not really designed for this. It's designed to make the thing move. The ones that don't care if it moves or not, I'm going to do here. So, roundhouse kick, top of the foot. I need to turn my hips over and hit with the top of the foot. I want the hips to be part of the kick, though. In here, like that. Pushing straight into the target. If someone's holding for you, it probably won't be there anymore. This guy doesn't move so easy. So I can really slam it. And there's a lot of force there. I have to be ready for the force. Roundhouse kicks. We don't do an S kick or a wheel kick on the body, really, but I can do a wheel kick. That builds up enough power that I can slam into this guy pretty strong, okay? Or you can always use the floppy one, or have your partner move, okay? Next, punches. If you're using this guy, you might want those gloves on, but if you're just doing this, a hook punch, 2 knuckles, it's kind of like a roundhouse kick with your hand. This way. Or I would have to hit this side with my other hand. Or I'd have to move over here. Move over here so I can hit it properly. 2 knuckles, just like before. Chops and hammer fists, outside to inside. Chop, outside to inside. Hammer fist, inside to outside. Cross arm, chop. Hammer fist, inside to outside. Back fist, strike. Back of these 2 knuckles, sorry, chop. My fingers are together. If they're apart, they're weak. I can hurt them. If they're together, they're stronger. I kind of cup it a little bit, but I'm hitting with this meat here. If I do a hammer fist, the same meat. Okay? Going straight across through. Ridge hand. Ridge hand is the opposite side of my hand. I need to get my thumb out of the way. I don't want to hit my thumb, that would hurt. Get my thumb out of the way. Fingers are together. And I'm using this meaty part coming palm down. with this hand, or I can do an inverted ridge like in some of our advanced kata. Palm is up if I'm using the other hand, so that the correct part hits. Here, here. Those are both ridge hands. Okay, Seiyuchin kata if you know it. Back fist we did, back of those two knuckles. Okay, let's see. And that's pretty much it. Cyclone kicks, spinning kicks can work, but those are just jumps and spins with the kick that you already know how to do. Make sure you know what part of the hand and foot you're using, okay, for the round techniques. And bonus, some other strikes that are on our technique work list to make sure you know what part of the hand you're using. We have a knife hand, which is like a palm strike, but instead of this part, I'm going to turn it and use the chop part. This way, that way. It's like a palm strike turned that way. Okay? I call that a knife hand because it's the knife edge. It's like a chop and a palm strike had a baby. Okay? Spear hand. This one's tricky. This is the tips of your fingers. We do this to a really soft target like the neck. Okay, stomach 6 or something like that. Do not practice this hard. It will hurt your fingers until you've practiced a lot. I like to pull, there's other videos about this, I like to pull my fingers in a line of 3. I pull the middle one back a little bit so I can hit with 3 fingers. They're 3 times as strong as 1 finger would be. But it's still, if you're not ready for it, or if you hit something hard, it's going to hurt your fingers. Okay, these are bonus ones. And the last one, vertical strikes. Vertical strikes. You just need your partner to hold the target like this, up and down, and we're going to come down on top of it. You could also come up into it like an uppercut. I can do an uppercut up. I can do an elbow strike up. Okay, or we can do our axe kick, down through, hammer fist, down through, chop, can be vertical, it's just the open fingers, again with that edge. Other leg, same thing for your axe kicks. So we hold sideways for the straight stuff, point it straight at the center for the round stuff that we just did, and we hold it up and down for the up and down stuff. There's not as many of that. Okay? Now you know hopefully what part of your body to use, how to point the target. Start off slowly, but when you're ready, feel free to blast it if your helper is ready to be blasted. If your helper is not ready to be blasted, I want you to still go slow. But the important thing is, use the proper part of your hand or foot and direct it in the right direction for the different strikes we do. Okay? Try to do 10 or 20 on each side, building up the strength, building up the flexibility, okay, as you get better.